It's talking about trash. Now I gotta go buy a trash can for someone to steal my trash can because they didn't want to buy a trash can.
They got a bunch of them in the warehouse right now. You could drive by and see them just sitting in the warehouse, ready to.
Because it's going to pass.
Yeah. Somebody made a killing. Some manufacturer who made something made a killing. He got that contract. He was so happy.
I mean, it is what it is. This is our community. We're the community that complains, but we're the community that doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, we don't.
That's right.
And I'm walking my dogs. I'm so glad I clean my dogs. I wipe their feet. I see the trash in this area. We don't. And now
it's sad.
They're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming.
All of a sudden, it's gonna start getting better. But then you're not gonna start seeing us anymore. It's gonna be different.
That is true.
But why does it have to be others for us to take care of our neighborhood? My neighbor down my block, like these people were watching her. They literally went into her driveway and opened up her car door and took stuff at 2 a.m. because they know the pattern. And they were us. It's disgusting. Like people want to talk about presence. It's beyond the presence. We don't need to worry about it. We're not. It doesn't even matter. If
Locally.
Exactly. But you know what? People want to get the. I'm sorry. Like I haven't talked about it. If I can vent.
No, please.
But like ultimately, I'm disappointed in us Black people. I'm disappointed in our Latino community. I'm disappointed with other colored people who don't identify as being a minority, even though they are. I am so disappointed in all this whole community. Like, I may live in this neighborhood, but the fact that I see how this is done, I didn't even transfer my address here.
Right.
I vote where I used to live.
Right.
I'm disappointed in how people conduct themselves, how people don't care about their neighborhood. They don't care about anybody. And then it's on camera. Cameras only capture, they don't prevent. Why are you not focusing on your neighbor? And what happened to the community? What happened to the village? What happened to all of that? But then you want to worry about Harris and Trump. Both of them are not qualified.
Neither one.
None of them are talking about the armed forces.
Neither one. No,
because they're not the ones that's going to be running for...
Because we're only human capital and the corporations are the only thing that matter.
Yeah. I went to the View yesterday. The show.
Oh, you went to the show?
I went there yesterday.
How was that?
It's really, they moved their
studio?
Yeah. So Miss Cheney, the daughter, she was on and like she cried during the breaks or whatever.
Okay.
So anyway, I digress. I'm just really disappointed in the fact that you hesitated. Like you don't realize what you did, but I already knew the answer was no. You know, we had the chance to early vote, and we have between 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. People gonna find the time. But they're not gonna find 6 to 9. 6 to 9, right?
6 to 9.
Yeah, it's a disconnect. What time is it now?
It's 6 now, right?
But the thing is that it's 3. I'm coming, guys. The thing is that like we could be doing so much better as a community, and I'm just sad. It's getting worse for us. We complain so much. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. No, this is something I wanted to hear. I thought I was the only person that would like
But the fact that you
think
have to wait however long you waited to hear somebody else talk about it goes to show how disconnected we are. And people don't have an opinion because it doesn't matter because all they're thinking about is the presidency. I have to go buy a trash can, and I'm afraid that if I have to change it to my, I'm coming.
Our trash can has been stolen already. Both of them.
But that's my point. Why I could steal it? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
That's taxpayer dollars, but you still gotta buy it. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
If you want us to change it, give it to us.
Yeah.
Well, they gave that back.
I think they gave certain boroughs.
It's supposed to be for us. It's supposed to be more for commercial.
Yes, for commercial.
You know what I'm saying?
Residential areas don't have that problem.
It's just a money maker. It's a money maker.
No. I mean, this is residential, but we don't act like we are residents. You know, this is the most I've conversed with anybody here. Like, I've lived here for a very long time, and nobody knows that I live here. Because I come and then I go. I'm on my business. But
What do you think New Yorkers have to do?
What do New Yorkers have to do?
To advocate for change, to actually do something better for us. What do we have
Go
to
back
do?
to the 80s and 90s when we had a village. Go back to the 1800s when we had a village. When we actually cared about each other.
You know what? Youth organization.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
We need all of that. Yeah, that's right. You agreed? Youth organization. We need that. Until it affects people, that's when it's going to matter. And that's the mindset that people have. If it doesn't affect them, it's not going to matter.
But I was going to say, that's when it's too late.
Don't try to change grown folks.
Yeah. It's going to be too late at that point.
You know? Because that's the next generation.
Like, you know, just share the
You know, and like I said, there's opportunities because like they have these gardens around here, you know, like, you know, stuff like that, you know, get involved with these schools, with the program. Somebody has to do the work. Somebody has to do the legwork. You know what I'm saying? All we do is like what you're saying. We talk and we complain and whatever, but you know.
And then it's predominantly our community.
Yeah.
Do you think the current elected officials have some blame? Like Adam, Marshall, do you think they should share some of the blame?
I think it's our lack of power politically. That's all it is. Our lack of power and influence politically because
I don't know. I can't articulate, like I'm like Trump, where I can't articulate my thoughts the way that I like to when I'm passionate about it. Like I don't blame the man. There are some policies that he has that does make sense.
Right.
But he can't articulate it well enough.
Right.
That's his problem. He lets his ego speak for him, and
He does have a rambling problem.
he does.
But you can't say that some of the stuff he's saying, it makes sense. Some of the stuff he says, like...
It does.
terms
Like,
of-
if New York City didn't have the amount of people that it has, we would be a red state.
Of course. I tell everybody
yeah.
that all the time.
Because
Upstate
New York City is
is
what makes it blue.
Upstate
Yeah.
New York is a different world.
Long Island,
Yes.
Staten Island,
Yes.
red.
Yes. Yes.
Long Island is perfect.
And it don't matter the color either. It don't matter the
It's
color
different.
in their areas either.
Okay.
Like, it don't
No,
matter.
I heard that too, but I know what you mean.
So, but
But we complain about the same thing, voting for the same policies. And I think as least black people, we have to come as a union and make demands. We don't.
We can't.
We don't make demands.
Because you know why? Because they divide us. It's easy to divide us. It's easy to divide us. It's easy to divide us.
definitely
It is.
easy to divide
You know what I'm saying?
It's already tampered.
You know? It's easy to divide us.
Where you gonna meet you?
And it's not to say that it's impossible because nothing's impossible. You know, it's just you got to start a movement, and every time you see when the movement gets going, they figure out a way to put the kibosh on that, you know, and to stop that.
Right.
So it's, like I said, it's why are they letting all these people into the country? Because for what reason? They're letting them in. Human capital. They're letting them in. Why?
and they can't blame Mayor Adams for it.
No.
He unfortunately shared his opinion and they took it the
And
other
look
way.
what he's going through now.
Right.
Yeah.
How dare you open your mouth?
That's not your job. You're supposed to look pretty and be quiet.
Who told you?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so like you have to speak with somebody who has like firsthand experience with them. You know? Which I can't say it. But without giving too much of myself. I will say that unfortunately, there's a lot of, if you want to have this on your little podcast thing, that
Only if you agree.
I don't want to be in your view.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
just
No.
telling you, whatever. But
No.
our delinquents,
You've been there years.
juvenile delinquents has increased significantly.
Yeah.
I went to a site by accident, and there were so many of them there because they are under the impression that they can take because everything's being given to them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is beyond abortion, you know, Christianity, which is a joke to some people because that's the only religion that people make fun of, and it's like
You know what I explained to my wife
It always
today?
starts with kids. Are there fathers in the homes?
Nah, most likely not.
I mean, one side is pro-family, the other side.
what'd your wife say?
No, I said, what I explained to my wife today, like, this election is bigger than the policies that both Trump and Kamala are saying. In my opinion, I think if she wins, we already have that.
We have an issue.
Sometimes we have an issue.
Yeah. There's already 10 to 12 million illegal immigrants in here. They're strategically shipping them to swing states. Approximately.
From what
Because there's a whole lot
But they're
more
going
than that.
strategically to swing states. Swing states is what decides the election.
North Carolina. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if she allowed more, some of these swing states to vote or decide for what, 50,000? If you shipping 200,000, that's forever blue. So now we will be a country ran by a democratic government for the next 20 years. Because you allow them to come in, you ship them all over the country, and there's nothing that we're going to be able to do, and they just wipe us out.
Who's going to turn blue?
No, I'm just saying, if she allows them more illegal immigrants, give them a path to citizenship.
This is a misconception. These immigrants are not going to be considering themselves minorities. They're not going to consider themselves black. Please tell him that they're not going to.
No, they're not.
They're going to be Caucasian.
No, I'm just saying, but it's going to be who they vote for in the
Republican.
future. If you give them a path to
They're
citizenship,
going to be privileged.
they're going to be privileged,
Exactly.
and they're going to have the right to vote.
Right now.
Well, they may have the right to vote if people said yes on Prop 1. You saw the vernacular?
Yes,
Did you see the vernacular?
I had to explain to my family what it includes because they
Because
just
they like,
talk
oh
about
yes,
2 to
women,
6.
race,
Yo,
ethnicity. Did you select
people
yes?
voting for?
They're gonna have
Just
the right to
yes.
vote.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
But people want to read because they played word salad and they articulated very well, just the same, to the empathetic ones.
Right.
I read it. I was like, what is this about?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I had to explain
This
it to my
is
family
scary.
because they just thought it was just about abortion rights. That's what they thought because
That's
that's how it was
because
worded.
people are not reading. They're going
They're
on
not.
social.
Scary thing about just checking
Check how easy it is.
Yeah, because you believe that your party knows everything, and you just, all right, I'm Democratic, and I'm gonna just check everything down the list.
I
you know?
selected. I'm not afraid to say it. I selected Democratic and Republican.
And Republican.
Yes, you
But it's constitutional. It's
Yes,
not a matter of
it's constitutional.
whatever
Party you pick,
Yeah.
you have to vote down the line for that one.
Yeah, that's nonsense. Because you're conservative on certain things and you're liberal on certain things.
Okay,
Everybody's
okay,
not
Seven.
straight.
I'm sorry. Can I please talk to humans? I don't know. I'm just really happy to have a intellectual conversation with people, no matter what. Like, I prayed about it. I had anxiety last night, and I prayed about it because at the end of the day, it's not in our control.
Yeah.
Whatever
That way and
deity I'm
see.
not against, whatever, just pray to. Everything's gonna happen however it happens. Don't be afraid. Just continue going, doing what you gotta do. Because not everybody's gonna be all for you. Not everybody's gonna be all against you. It's gonna work out. And then just pray for your family and pray for others. Pray for your enemy too. Those who are not of your values, they're not against you. I mean, they're not for you or whatever, but pray that they understand the concept. Like if I said I was Trump supporter or whatever, y'all probably were like mad at me or whatever.
Yeah.
But here's why. My brother is a hardcore Trump supporter. But I can't get mad at him because some of the points that he made were very valid.
Just being open-minded,
Like
just listen
even-
to other people's opinions.
Like, right, exactly. He had to explain to me the video where it seemed like he gave fellatio to the microphone. And he didn't. He said they crafted the video to make it seem like that because what does he do? He rambles.
Yeah.
So
But
like,
that's still no excuse to.
it's not, but
Yeah.
that behavior is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because if it were a drag queen that's teaching children, like Whoopi Goldberg said today, so Whoopi Goldberg said this morning, she's like, you guys have a problem with a drag queen reading books to children, but you don't have a problem with this grown man who's 78 years old who's giving fellatio to a microphone, but you say absolutely nothing. That is questionable.
Off of a doctored
Offer a
doctored video.
So
You know.
ultimately, what gives me a peace of mind, despite presidential, like with the presidency, we don't have control over that.
Yeah.
But pray to whoever you pray to, trust whoever you trust, have an open mind, and everything will work out for you. I cried yesterday and I prayed. I was like, Father, forgive me for my mindset, the way, but everything is gonna work out no matter what. And God always provides. Always provides. So anyway, I'm taking that as a sign I should go. I'm sorry. If
Yeah,
I
no,
talk too
thank
much.
you.
What's
Then-
your podcast?
Straight Up
Straight Up
R&D
Are
Podcast.
you on iHeart?
No, we're on YouTube.
Maybe on
YouTube and
I can show
Spotify.
you.
Huh?
What is it called?
Straight Up R&D Podcast.
They're triplets. So I wonder who is voting for who.
I don't care about the presidency. Just make sure you read very well.
All right.
Okay? You're welcome. All right, guys. I
Yeah.
subscribed.
Thank you.
so much.
I was expecting like a lot of people to be out here voting. Did
Earlier during the day, there was more people out here.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Has it been has it many people turn out as you thought it would turn out, or?
Nah. I guess a lot of people chose the early voting because the other site that I was at, we did at least 6,000 people.
Okay.
This one,
So when I went to vote early, I just walked in and I didn't wait on no
Low
lines.
turnout, as far as I'm concerned.
I was
Yeah, I
surprised.
passed like
That's
three
just my perception.
other schools, 3 other spots, no line.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
just my perception. I'm saying, like,
What's up with that?
I haven't heard anybody complain about lines at any place.
I walked in and walked out like it was nothing.
Maybe you know, like downtown Brooklyn or
That's what I was thinking.
or something, maybe like those kind of places. Right.
so are they not getting the black vote? Is that what that's is that what that's saying right now? Because I passed 3 schools covered over here, and there's no line, nothing. Even earlier today, nothing.
You know, sometimes if you don't like what they're serving, you don't want to eat anything. You're like, you know, I'm not just not.
Right?
For that.
I'm not hungry. I don't want any of it.
Wow.
And that's another thing. I was talking about that. I was like, I just want to see what it's gonna look like. You know, it's my first time doing election. You know, and for the most part, it's supposed to be an important election.
Doesn't seem like it.
I'm just hoping that because this is not one of those battleground areas,
Yeah.
you know, that's the reason why, you know, that somehow these people are so, the masses are sophisticated enough to know that we're not, you know, like we can still cross the finish line without New York. You know, New York.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's different in the battleground states where
I hope so. I hope so.
that's the only thing I can hope for.
But I just feel like, though, you know, this is elections in this country, man. They're not ready for it, you know, president. You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
telling him
I would
on our
really be
podcast.
surprised. I really would. I
On our
really would.
podcast, I said the
really would.
same shit.
I really
We're
would.
not ready for it yet. It's not saying a woman can't.
Even
but
the
it's not
governor
the
was
time.
happenstance, right? She got kicked into the position because the previous governor messed up.
Yeah, he messed up.
And then, you know, incumbent. So she got another chance. You was already doing it. You might as well stay. You know what I'm saying? But like voted for her to get there.
You know that's crazy. Both 2 female elected officials, they did not get one single vote.
Kamala didn't get a vote.
They didn't get a single vote. Both didn't get a single vote.
So I'm waiting to see, you know, and that's what you keep hearing. She's struggling amongst males.
Yeah.
She's struggling amongst males.
You heard what she said the other day?
What?
You're un-American if you vote for Trump.
Right.
Strong words.
Yo, they get Democrats, they get really hard sometimes, you know. They hit below the belt, you know. They try to play at those your personal, but like I said, I don't think either side is better. I think what I would give the Democrats is that we always pick up for social issues. You know?
That's how they represent the people.
Right. Yeah. But other than that, you know, because any social programs we have is because of Democrats. Nothing, you know, Republicans ain't put nothing in. Absolutely.
I always feel both sides are corrupt. I think to be appointed as a representative of the party, there's some corruptness has to go on. That's why I think people who are like heavy Kamala, heavy MAGA, I think it's a form of tribalism. You have to really look at both sides of the check. Because no matter how, I think some of these policies that on both sides, I don't think they give a shit. They just have to say it to get our vote.
Half the time, it's all a distraction. Things that are really important to people are not the things that are being spoken of. You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of times, you know, and that's why they always say that famous line is the economy stupid. You know, like you know, at the end of the day, all people care about is their personal pockets.
I've been saying that.
And that's another reason why Trump beat
The money.
Because
it's the money.
If I think that this guy is going to get into office and my pocket's going to be better, he's going to get into office. You know why? Because I need my pockets to be better. You know, and some people, and it's sad to say, but you know, when you start making decisions based on morals and money, you know,
Identity politics.
you call that? When it's money, morals or money.
Look at Elon. He was giving away $1 million a day.
They'll kill him.
I'm like, yo. I was like,
you can't do that.
Think about it. No other billionaire is doing that. no other millionaire is even doing that.
I was going to say, hey, you can't do that. But you know what? At the end of the day, you look at it, it might be a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's incentive. I tell my kids all the time, I was like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yeah.
If you really want to figure something out, figure out how it makes money.
Now this is kind of anticlimactic though. Like the build-up was so high. I'm thinking this is gonna be wrapping around the block. Good.
That's what I thought.
Call that.
I was thinking maybe
Have you
because
been
it's New
able to
York.
find any information as far as where the polls are?
No.
We're just doing that on the way here, man.
Right.
Will,
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying. Nothing. No stats. Normally, now we get in feedback, you know, it's almost like a play-by-play. You know? Great
But
stuff.
how?
Like, I don't know if it's because it's so close. You don't know. I don't know.
We spent mad time like, yo, where the fuck are the polls?
Nothing.
We literally
No
just,
numbers.
I literally just Googled the school and was like, let's just come over here and see what's so here. Like,
Yeah. Nothing. I think nothing.
This is,
oh my gosh.
I think it's the battleground states. I think it's because
Yeah,
of
I
New York.
think maybe Pennsylvania is more like.
I saw a video of Pittsburgh. That looked like a 3-hour wait at one site. It was wrapped around the building. New Yorkers don't care.
Man, I mean, we've been blue this whole time. Why even bother? But like I said, it doesn't even make a difference here. So, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy.
It's crazy.
This is wild. There's zero line, nothing, empty.
You know, as y'all heard earlier,
You guys gonna vote?
No, I go now.
No? Good choice. Oh, man. See that? That was just a Hispanic couple right there. They said they're not going to vote. You know what I'm saying?
That's how a lot of New Yorkers are, I feel. Because
And
they feel like their voice will make a change. And to be honest with what we heard today, there are more people leaning Trump than you think. But they feel so defeated because we in New York, they're not popping out.
yeah, they're afraid. They're like, oh, you know, because they know Kamala Harris is bullshit.
Yes.
But they just don't want to be, they don't want to have the voters' remorse that they voted for Trump.
Ooh,
But
my goodness. My goodness, bro.
it's really lackluster right now. Really lackluster. You know, not everybody wanted to be on cam, so can't really put everybody on the camera, but hopefully we caught some good audio. I'm gonna put that on the channel. But right now, just wanna head back to the studio. Start the live stream. This is crazy.